Hey everyone, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda. Today we'll be looking again at Loki. Because Loki. We sold our souls to the devil and have to cover every episode of Loki.
Speak for yourself, man.
Okay. I did. All for a sandwich. But you know what? Fat Burger is a good burger.
I don't have Fat Burger here, man. I have Five Guys, which isn't terrible, but it's not.
I will admit, I like Five Guys too. And they actually make a really good no carb burger. Or you know what I mean? If the burger bowl at Five Guys is really good.
Yeah. I've never had it. It feels like a really hard second place already. So
do you know Tom Hiddleston, who plays Loki? Uh-huh. Do you think he likes Five Guys? What do you think his favorite burger is?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say it's probably In-N-Out.
Maybe he's vegan. Okay. How about Sylvie? How about Sophia DiMartino? What do you think her favorite burger is? I'm going to go through the whole list, by the way. There's the Hey, Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson is in this movie. What do you think his favorite burger is?
I think he likes a Whopper because he can say wow.
Whopper. But anyway, Loki and Mobius track down a renegade TVA employee who has become a Hollywood celebrity in an alternate universe. Loki, Episode 2, Season 2, Breaking Brad. Dude.
Whoa. I didn't even catch the title of that episode, man.
Breaking Brad.
Oh, man. This show.
Brad Wolf.
This episode, man, it was... I wasn't sure what the heck I was in for. Man.
Okay. So Brad...
Yeah.
They come in...
Did he look like Bradley Cooper to you, by the way?
I don't know.
A quick second?
Maybe that's what they're going for, because I didn't realize what they were doing for a good 15 minutes into this movie, like this episode. Because they were after this Brad guy, and I just thought like they were just on another mission, or like maybe we're like halfway through. But no, he was the douche guy from the first episode. Yep. Who his mom like whispered like whispers, right?
Just like whisper to cats.
But he looks completely different in this episode, and he's living his life as a Bradley Cooper type.
How do you feel about your meteoric rise to fame?
I don't know how I feel, but I know it looked pretty darn good. Come on, look at this. Pretty darn good.
Hollywood celebrity.
Dude, I thought it was Bradley Cooper. I'm like, oh, what the heck? They got him in this episode? Then he turned around. I'm like, oh, that is definitely not him.
It's some dude.
I'm like, oh no.
But also, I had no clue who the hell it was when I was first watching it. And I saw the whole recap.
Yeah.
But it was fun to see Loki chasing him and doing his Loki magic again.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, did he forget how to Loki, or did the budget finally allow for it?
Yeah. It's like, oh, that's right. He can like clone himself.
Yeah.
So
he have to actually run.
Yeah, he finally cloned himself, and then they caught this dude, Brad. And they interrogate him like Hannibal Lecter style, and he gets inside like Owen Wilson's head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's this guy? Why is he so intense? Why is he so hard? You know, I thought like Owen Wilson was supposed to be the hard detective. Like he broke Loki, you know?
Yeah, and he was like, oh no, I'm sad.
You're just a nowhere man. You're a
nowhere man. You're a silly little man. Silly little.
Whoa.
Now he's sad.
The whole episode.
But he really likes pie, and he really likes McDonald's.
Yeah, he likes apple pie, key lime pie, you know, a good shake.
You know what's funny is the last time I saw an automat, which is that bizarre,
that thing that just has food for you to put money in.
Yeah, dispenses food in little doors. Was in Dark City. If you remember, the guy lost.
Because those things are like a thing in Japan.
They were a thing in the 50s, but like now they're like back. I don't know.
Now they're Japanese only.
Yeah. But that was the automat. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. The episode was cool. It was a fun episode.
Well, yeah. That's why I'm kind of like snowballing this one here and wondering where everyone's eating, because it was just kind of a continuation of the first. And I guess it's a series, and that's the reason why we don't cover any other series is because, like, you know, just kind of lame. Like, you know, today they moved incrementally forward.
Yeah. This one, they actually got a lot done. I mean, you know, you get to see the lady he was talking to. I don't know her name. There's so many characters. You know, the bad lady, we'll call her
General Dox.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say General Zod. I'm like, really?
I will find him.
Yeah. You guys need to watch that. But yeah, so you see her, and I don't know if anyone. Well, I'm sure everyone caught this, but in the first episode, you have all these TVA agents just going through the portals, the time warps.
Oh yeah,
and they're just going everywhere into every dimension,
bringing weapons with them, like bombs and things. And
where did he go?
Where did he go?
Where is that boy? Dang it!
Okay, yeah. So what's happening is that they are trying to find Sylvie, which is the female Loki, who we discovered in the last episode is living in some town in the 80s, I think.
Her Best Buy.
Yeah, she's staying at an old school, literally brick and mortar McDonald's.
Yeah, she's like somewhere in the 80s.
So this dude, Brad Wolf, he was one of the soldiers we met in the last one. His wife, his mom is one of his General Docs, apparently told him they're going to blow up the timeline and find somewhere safe. I'm assuming that's what they said. So he went to the main timeline where it was safe and became a movie star because
the sacred timeline,
the sacred King's sacred timeline. Meanwhile, while this is happening, Ouroboros OB is trying to repair the loom of time, or this device thing that puts time together. Otherwise, the universe will explode.
Yeah, I can definitely get into it. Do you think this is a higher priority than preventing a temporal meltdown?
Oh, no. I stay focused on the temporal meltdown. I agree.
But he can't. He needs King's DNA or something to reinstall this device. So that's, obstacle number one. The other thing happening is all those TV agents we were talking about are going through these portals, and they're going to do temporal bombs, the pruning bombs, whatever they are, and destroy every timeline that doesn't belong. So they're going to like destroy billions of people's lives, pretty much.
Yeah,
that's problem number 2.
Existence.
And like we said, Sylvie is problem number 3. Where they're trying to get her and trying to find King, I guess. Actually, there's a pretty good line here because Brad Wolf, because he's like their prisoner, right? Yeah. And they're taking him around. They brought him to McDonald's, and then Owen Wilson and him are like, they're eating at McDonald's. Yeah, sitting at the table at McDonald's. He's like, "Oh man, this food is great. Is this a trap?" He's like, he said, "I got to find the line here."
I thought you were setting us up for an ambush. Hell, you were just setting us up for a great meal.
You know what? It seems more like a great meal setup.
Great meal, right? Great meal setup. It's like Godfather type of stuff, man.
Is this a setup or is this a great meal setup?
Oh man,
it's McDonald's. There's your product placement, by the way.
Yeah, hard, so hard.
Someone at McDonald's.
God, I want a Big Mac. Smash one. I might drop to McDonald's after this.
Don't even eat it. Just smash it in your face. Let your face absorb it.
Yes. Become one with the Mac.
Yeah. Did we go over the whole episode?
Yeah, we just went over it. That was it.
Speed run.
It was quick. It really was quick. And then, Sophie obviously doesn't want to go back with them. And, she sits down to have her delicious McDonald's meal.
Oh man.
And she's essentially telling them like, I'm not going back. And then Loki tells her everything is going to end. This, everything, that, everything. Your Big Mac, you're never going to taste it again. He doesn't say that, but he's like 2 meat patties, a bun in between, and 2 slices of pickles and secret sauce. Kiss it goodbye. I don't know. It's all right. Me come back.
But it did remind me of all the other thing. Remember you never saw Brazil, but I remember they were.
No, I've not. My God, I have to. You keep talking about this.
Yeah, they were torturing. What do you call it? They were torturing a dude at the end, and it reminded me of the scene where they pulled out this force field machine. That's all like tubey. No. I mean, in Loki, they pull out the force field. The force field machine that was all weird and tubey, and they were torturing Brad with it. That was kind of
squeezing him into a box. Like, he's in the box.
But it was funny the way they did it with like the tube machine. It kind of reminded me of that.
None of this is real.
Well, if none of this is real, I guess you aren't either.
It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
I don't know. Seems a little disjointed, but it's episode 2.
Yeah.
2 of 6.
I think episode 3 is gonna really up the ante here. I mean, it freaking better because apparently, from what I can see, there are only 6 episodes.
Yeah, usually. And what else I realized is that Loki, it's been like an entire year since we've followed up on him.
Yeah.
So man, time flies when you're having fun.
Time warps.
But we know in some other universe, Owen Wilson Morbius likes pie and jet skis. I also think maybe OB is going to be King the Conqueror in this new universe.
That is what I'm thinking. That he is the weird variant, just like Sylvie is the weird variant of Loki. So,
and also he's the beginning and the end of his Ouroboros, right?
Yeah.
And I think he's a, what do you call it? I don't know if you ever saw Breaking Bad, but one of the main villains of Breaking Bad started off as a really mild mannered character and became hardcore. Yeah. And now he's hardcore in everything. So I can kind of see that twist. So that's what I'm kind of seeing. But a lot of the YouTubers are saying that Loki is secretly evil because he's actually siding with Kang in all these, like, he's right. There's a sacred timeline. So he's siding with the Emperor Palpatine of this universe.
I'm not going to believe it until I see it. I mean, we'll see it. We'll see it when we get there.
Yeah. But, since it's episode 2 of season 2, I'm still going to give it a B. Yeah. Loki remains the best Disney in a while. Hopefully, it sets a new standard for Disney and Marvel entertainment.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to also give this one a B just because it kept the momentum going of episode 1. It gave you just enough to keep you entertained while, introducing all these other little moments in time where you're like, all right, this is cool. That's pretty neat. Oh, there's some bad stuff about to happen. So, I'm excited for episode 3. I'm really hoping episode 3 is A+ episode 3. So we're gonna see when that happens.
Number 1, number 3. I think it's gonna be good. They need to. I think my big problem with Marvel right now is that they've been just kind of loafing it for like the last 3 years since Loki season 1. Well, so there was Loki season 1 and there was WandaVision, and those kind of like, and then
those were good. WandaVision was good.
Yeah, and I feel like the multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
That was like kind of like the last kind of great Marvel thing that really pushed.
I will agree.
That whole story kind of forward, but it really hasn't up until Loki. So I really want to see Loki now kick open the door to where the Avengers are going to come in, where the universe is broken. Because as far as I can tell, the universe isn't quite broken yet. It's on the verge of breaking. Although Spider-Man almost came through that crack in the space-time continuum.
Yep.
But we haven't seen Tom Hardy, have lunch with Venom and Loki yet. So until that happens, I don't know. We will keep checking it out. But anyway, we will be back next time with a review of I think episodes 3 and 4 or whatever when it ever happens. So check us out. We're on twitter.com, Facebook, and all those other places wherever you find your stuff. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda for the Loki review on Clubhouse Movies Podcast. We'll catch you next time. Wait a minute, is that the entrance to Cerebro from X-Men?